Welcome everyone to this very important training about why Scaled Agile Framework is important to all emerging Scrum Masters, especially those of you who are looking to change your career into a new Scrum Master role, or you're looking to upgrade your skill sets, or even get a promotion within the Scrum Master route. So during this presentation, make sure you got a pen and paper, you follow it from start, and you watch it all the way to the very end, because it contains some critical information that's going to help you avoid wasting money, but at the same time understanding why the Scaled Agile Framework is so critical. So let's get started. So introducing the Scaled Agile Framework 6.0, which is the latest one, which was just launched in the last 6 months. I love the subtitle here, which is Work Differently, Build the Future. If you are joining a company, any company that you're looking to join in the future, those companies must be part of this new culture, this new way of working, which is failing through disruption, meaning that the company isn't afraid, isn't scared to take risks and to make mistakes. Why is this important? Because companies that make those mistakes allow their employees to experiment. They have a good culture in place that allows employees to fail fast and at the same time learn from their mistakes. That basically means that they have a fast feedback learning culture. And this is what the SAFe framework very much promotes. And this is where this high-tech industry comes in from. So if you're thinking about artificial intelligence, you're thinking about all the crypto stuff that's going on, some of the latest trends which is coming in from the medical field, or even when it comes to the latest chat GPT, the robotic side that's going on. All this comes about where companies empower their employees to go in ahead and experiment. And these companies are following this practice, which is good companies fail through disruption. So imagine if you are a Scrum Master that's looking to get themselves certified, and through that certification, you want to identify exact tools, techniques, approaches, methodologies, and frameworks that you can apply for those companies and those employees to embrace disruption, embrace change, embrace failure through disruption. So Scaled Agile is already picking this up, and the SSM course, the SAFe Scrum Master course, has this fully embedded in there. So again, it's building into your cultural understanding for when you join those companies. And those who master large-scale development of software or civil projects, whatever those projects are, will define the economic landscape of the 21st century. This is a very important quote, because simply what it's saying here is that the Scrum Masters and the individuals that get themselves trained up in this area will get a very good understanding of how to accelerate change within those companies through adoption, through inspecting what's going on in the marketplace and adopting accordingly. This is extremely critical, because there's many Scrum Master certifications which simply ignore this fact. They simply do not understand this key idea that a Scrum Master's job is to enable the Agile team to inspect what's going on in the marketplace and adapt accordingly, swiftly. So this all comes back to reading the signals of the future signals, as you may like to call it. And this is critical, because if a Scrum Master doesn't possess those skills that you actually need in order to read about what's happening in the future, interpret those signals, and inspect what's applicable and adapt accordingly, and you don't have the tools, techniques, and the frameworks to do that, what kind of Scrum Master are you? I mean, we need to get out from the mindset that a Scrum Master simply is all about sprint planning, daily stand-up, sprint reviews and sprint retros, and you facilitate meetings. I think those days are long gone. I think we're dealing in a new era. We're living in a new brave world. Those individuals that understand the new brave world that we're in right now will take the advantage. They'll be the ones that take the lion's share of the market. They'll be the individuals that go into the interview. They'll nail the interview because they know exactly what the company is facing right now, and those individuals will have the arsenal of weapons in their skill set that will facilitate that company's growth or that team's growth. So again, remember, very critical. and it's an important thing that all Scrum Masters embrace this going forward. This is Dean Leffingwell, who is the creator of the Scaled Agile Framework, and he's saying here, to thrive in the digital age, you need business agility, which is absolutely critical. We're not talking about Scrum. Scrum is the lowest level that you can get. What we're saying is that we need overall enterprise and business agility, because in those days of where the Scrum Master used to be the small player in the small team, those days are long gone. You need to have a complete systematic thinking on how the Scrum Master enables the entire organization. And this is where the enterprise agility, which enables business agility, comes in from. This new way of working requires a new mindset, values, principles, and practices. I couldn't agree anymore, because what's being said here is that those 20-year-old certifications, you know which ones I'm talking about here, are past their sell-by date. I mean, you can go ahead and take them, but you will not get the result that you're looking for. What you really need right now is what is the mindset of someone that can continuously adapt to disruption in the marketplace? What are those values that person embraces on a day-to-day basis and gets their team to embrace at the same time? And most importantly, what are those practices and those respective principles that the team uses on an everyday basis to make sure things are happening through good quality, good execution, and they are applying the best of their abilities to reach those to reach those new demands that are being put on them from external changes in the marketplace. All this is critical. If you acquire that skill set, think about the differentiating factor it puts you in. Imagine having that certification that puts you heads over heels apart everyone else. It gives you the advantage over everyone. So imagine having the certification puts you ahead of everyone else. How? Because you've got a set of skills, practices, approaches, methods, and frameworks which no one else has. This is why this is so powerful. Scaled Agile Framework, as some of you might know, embraces the lean agile mindset. So that's two things there. Lean Six Sigma ways of working, which is a complete methodology in its own right, a complete way of working, and the agile mindset. What they've done here is they've taken two massive methodologies and put them together. This is to your advantage and to your success, because if you look at what you're seeing right now is that you have a approach which is to apply a thinking, which is a lean thinking approach, which starts off from something which triggers you from the marketplace. What is the first step that you need to do? The second step that you need to do? And what is the third step that you need to do in order to deliver a solution to the customer? Beautiful. Because this is a clean sequence that you can apply in your workplace. And then on top of that, we mentioned principles on the last page. Well, guess what? You've got 5 principles already listed out here. Precisely specify the value by the product, identify the value streams for each product, make the value flow without interruptions, without impediments, let the customer pull value from the producer, and pursue perfection. Excellence, as some people would like to call it. So the lean thinking mentality with the practical principles, very practical, and you can see here clearly how you'd actually want to apply them in the real place. This is only available in the Scaled Agile Framework. And then on top of that, we've got the Agile values, which everyone is familiar with, but more importantly, these Agile values are put into much more practical emphasis in the SAFe Scrum Master course, but more importantly, in the SAFe Scaled Agile Framework. Here we look at the SAFe core values, which is all about how do you go about aligning the entire organization or the entire enterprise. And they focus on 4 main things, which is alignment of all the key departments, all the key functions, with them supporting transparency in terms of what work is being executed on a day-to-day basis, but at the same time pursuing that relentless improvement, or as I just said there, excellence in each and everything that the departments are doing and what those individuals in those departments are doing as well. And then lastly, probably the most important thing is that if you don't respect people, how are you going to get things done? So respect for people is one of the ultimate core values, again, only in the Scaled Agile framework. So think about it. If those core values are resonating with you right now, if you feel one of these core values resonates with you strongly, or if you agree with any of those core values, then you should absolutely pursue Scaled Agile framework learning journey to ensure that you grasp these and you can perfect them in your own career going forward. And then on top of that, SAFe has principles, and most importantly, they have 10 principles. These are covered very eloquently in the Leading SAFe course and the SAFe Advanced Scrum Master course, but practically put into action in the SAFe Scrum Master course, the SSM course. So you can see here, you can have a read through them on the screen right now. And for me, I think a lot of them make a lot of sense here, because if you look at organizing around value, empowering people to make decisions, empowering people to be motivated, applying a regular cadence on delivering value across the business, making value flow without impediments. All this stuff is stuff that you should be doing already. But how do you do it? That's the critical thing. How do you go about doing this? And that's the problem here. Only the Scaled Agile framework teaches you exactly how to achieve this. None of the other Scrum Master certification courses are going to teach you this. Only the Scaled Agile framework has this clearly explained, clearly showing you how to go about understanding this stuff and how you can go about implementing this stuff as well. As I said previously, the Scaled Agile framework focuses on new practices to form new ways of working, and you can see the big picture here. And this is the brand new big picture that was redesigned from the previous version, from SAFe 5.1 and into the new SAFe 6.0 framework. And I tell you one thing, the companies that have started adopting this framework are seeing clear benefits. There's a clear roles and responsibilities for each and every individual here. There's a clear process put in place and clear levels of hierarchy in terms of what aspect of the business should be doing what aspect of the business should be coordinating, and what aspect of the business should be leading. And on top of that, it shows you how those layers are going to be aligned and collaborating across all the different events which are happening across the Scaled Agile framework and in organizations' Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 business practices, and exactly how to deliver value. This is only shown in the SAFe Scrum Master course. So when it comes to you deciding when you want to take your next Scrum Master certification, I think if you watch this video, you'll have a clear understanding that not only are you learning Scrum, Kanban, what the Scrum Master roles and responsibilities are, you're learning all of this stuff as well, which I've just went through this video. So which course would you rather take? A course which just focuses on Scrum Master training, that's it? Or would you take a course which focuses on organizational adaptation, change, being at the forefront of inspecting and adapting to all the market changes, being at the forefront of delivering cutting edge projects and products to the consumer, but at the same time having the frameworks, methodologies, approaches, tools and techniques to become a Scrum Master that can enable the organization to achieve all that? Obviously for me, I would pick the one which I just said there, that enables me in everything and that gives me better value for my money. I just want to say thank you so much for watching this. Subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below, like the video, share the video with someone that might be looking to take their next Scrum Master training and certification. Also feel free to check out my social media links, drop me a message on WhatsApp if you want to communicate with me, and also check out my free Scrum Master Training Academy for those aspiring Scrum Masters that want to get a head start within their Scrum Master learning journey. And that's all I wanted to say today. Thank you for watching.